If you think Pennywise is just another creepy clown haunting kids in the sewers, think again. Behind that twisted grin lies something ancient, something far beyond our universe, a being older than time itself. Stephen King didn't just create a horror icon, he unleashed a cosmic predator from the deepest corners of existence. A creature that thrives on fear, shapeshifts at will, and manipulates reality itself. And today, we're peeling back the layers, quite literally, to understand what it truly is. From the monstrous biology of its clown disguise to the terrifying truth about the Macroverse it came from, this is Pennywise Explained. Before we descend into Derry's dark history, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's a small click for you, but for us, it keeps the lights on down here. The origin of a cosmic nightmare. Let's start at the beginning, not of Earth, but of everything. Long before the Big Bang, before our stars even blinked into existence, there was the Macroverse, a boundless void outside our reality. It's not space, it's not time, it's the in-between. And within this darkness lived a being made of pure ancient hunger, the entity we know as It. In that realm, it existed as a swirling mass of living light known as the Deadlights. That's its true form. Not the clown, not the spider, but a blinding, incomprehensible energy that human minds can barely comprehend without breaking. At some point, for reasons beyond our understanding, it left that cosmic void and crash landed on Earth millions of years ago, right where Derry, Maine, would eventually be built. Buried deep underground, it waited, slept, dreamed, until the first humans arrived and gave it something delicious to feed on. In Stephen King's connected universe, the Macroverse isn't just a random void. It's part of the same reality that holds the Dark Tower, the structure keeping all worlds in balance. Pennywise might be one of many beings spawned from that primordial darkness, creatures that exist beyond time and space, like Todash monsters or the Crimson King's servants. It's not just a single evil entity, it's a fragment of something much larger, a shadow of chaos that slipped through the cracks of creation itself. Derry's dark secret. Derry isn't cursed, Derry is the curse. When the first settlers founded the town in 1715, something stirred beneath them. It awakened, and that's when the feeding began. Every 27 to 30 years, Derry becomes the stage for unspeakable horrors, disappearances, fires, massacres, floods. But these aren't random tragedies, they're rituals. Each one marks Pennywise's feeding cycle. After a year of chaos and death, it goes back into hibernation, sleeping deep below the town like a parasite waiting to strike again. The terrifying part? The people of Derry don't just ignore it, they forget. Something about Pennywise's influence seeps into the town itself, making people look away, erase memories, or even protect the monster without realizing it. Some fans believe Derry is more than just Pennywise's hunting ground. It's an extension of it. The town seems to pulse with its energy. The deeper you go beneath the streets, the closer you get to its domain, the more twisted reality becomes. People grow crueler, empathy fades, and violence feels almost normal. It's as if Pennywise's aura seeps through the sewers into the hearts of the townsfolk, turning Derry into a living organism that protects its parasite. Pennywise's feeding process. So what exactly does it eat? Not flesh, not blood, fear. When Pennywise terrorizes a child, it's not just for fun, it's dinner preparation. The more terrified the victim, the richer the psychic energy it can feed on. As it once said, you all taste so much better when you're afraid. This is why it prefers children. Their imaginations make their fears real. They believe in monsters under the bed, and Pennywise can use that belief to become them. Every scream, every heartbeat, every nightmare, it's all fuel. After each feeding cycle, it needs decades of hibernation to recharge. It's like a supernatural metabolism that resets every 27 years. What makes Pennywise terrifying isn't just what it does, it's what it understands. It knows how fear works. It studies your reactions, learns what you dread most, and then becomes it. It's almost scientific, like a lab creature running experiments on terror itself. Fear releases adrenaline, sharpens senses, and floods the body with energy. And that's exactly what it devours. Pennywise doesn't just scare you for fun, it chemically seasons you. Powers and abilities. Pennywise isn't bound by the laws of our world. Its powers are terrifyingly limitless. Shape-shifting. It can transform into anything its victims fear most, from a leper to a headless corpse or a giant spider lurking in the dark. When it morphs, its body turns into a glowing orange fluid, a glimpse of the alien matter it's truly made of. Illusion manipulation. Pennywise can warp reality, make people see things that aren't there, hear voices, or relive their worst memories. Telepathy. It reads minds like open books, plucking fears, memories, and secrets to weaponize against you. The deadlights. Hidden deep inside its throat, 3 swirling lights that represent its true essence. Anyone who gazes into them loses their mind, or worse, becomes paralyzed in a trance of eternal madness. It's a predator designed for psychological warfare. Every encounter perfectly tailored to maximize fear. Its weaknesses. Even cosmic monsters have limits. When it takes a physical form, a clown, a spider, anything, it also inherits that form's vulnerabilities. That's why silver bullets or even a child's inhaler filled with acid can hurt it, as long as the victim believes it can. That's the key. Belief. In Stephen King's universe, faith, imagination, and willpower have real physical power. The Losers Club proved it twice, defeating Pennywise not through brute force, but through courage and unity. They refused to believe in its illusion of power, and that's what made it weak. Then there's its ancient rival, Maturin the Turtle, a being of creation and light who once vomited out the universe during a cosmic hiccup. Maturin represents order, Pennywise represents chaos, and their eternal struggle keeps balance across all worlds. Now let's dissect what Pennywise actually is. On the surface, we see the clown, the crimson hair, porcelain makeup, balloon in hand. It's the perfect disguise. Bright, friendly, inviting, the exact thing that lures children closer. But underneath that illusion lies something grotesque. When stripped of its masks, it manifests as a massive spider-like creature, pulsating, veiny, and alien. But even that form isn't its true body, just the closest thing the human mind can process without collapsing. Its insides are composed of that same glowing orange substance, likely a fragment of the deadlights themselves. Its jaws split into rows of fangs, and down its throat, those haunting orbs swirl like suns from another dimension. It doesn't breathe, bleed, or age like any organism we know. It exists, half here, half in the Macroverse, tethered to reality through Derry's dark heart. So what is Pennywise really? A clown? A god? A parasite? In truth, it's all of those things, and none of them. A living fear engine, born in the void before time, who feeds on our most primal emotions. That's why Pennywise remains one of the most enduring horror icons ever created. It's not the makeup, the smile, or even the voice. It's what it represents, the invisible thing we all carry from childhood, the fear that never truly leaves us. And with the upcoming Welcome to Derry series promising to dive deeper into its cosmic history, one thing's for sure, Pennywise isn't done with us yet, because as long as there's fear, it will always return. If you made it this far, congratulations, you survived the deadlights. For now, let us know in the comments what you think Pennywise's true form really is, and what you expect to see in Welcome to Derry. And remember, don't follow the red balloon,